Right, guys, it's Harmeet. Welcome again to another episode with me and
DJ Kivraj.
welcome to Industries Through the Lens. And today's guest is...
Hello.
This is DJ Arjxn.
Yes.
So, right, guys, where do we start? There's so many places to start. Arjxn's a young DJ, club DJ, wedding DJ, any DJ you want to call it, guys. Arjxn, talk to us. Tell us a bit about you and how you came into the industry.
So, yeah, I'm a DJ, producer, all of that. How I got into the industry, my cha-cha. that's
the best way to
simplest way I
say
can
it.
put it, literally. He's, Mr. Apollo, or Dips. He got me into it. So even if it was a family function, I'd literally stand behind him or just watch what he's doing. Yeah, into DJing, it was literally I think it was my 16th birthday.
Okay.
He just gave me a USB full of tunes and like instrumentals and stuff. So I was like, okay. Then I downloaded like virtual DJ on my laptop before I even got Deck. So I just like learn what everything is and how what songs to mix and all of that. Then that was it. Just learned on my laptop for a year. My 17th birthday, I bought his old decks, which is the SX, I think. Bought that off him, used that for a year. Then I bought the SZ off him the year after, and that's when I properly started to like put mixes out or post on SoundCloud. Yeah.
Can we just let everyone know how many views or plays have you got on SoundCloud?
I have zero clue. I think
He knows the exact
He
number.
knows
no,
the
I
exact
actually
number.
don't.
We had the update in June when you posted it on your...
You were just
That
talking
was-
about it like 5 minutes
Was
ago.
it 300k or something like that?
I think the in June it was 300,000.
So we're probably talking about 400,000 now.
That's on SoundCloud, yeah?
Yeah, SoundCloud. I don't post anywhere else. I think I put the odd video on YouTube, but yeah, SoundCloud mainly.
Sick, innit? For how old are you?
I'm 19.
That's like... It's nuts. It's crazy. So would you say you had a passion for music before your cha-cha gave you the memory stick, or...
Yeah, literally. It's from my dad. My dad's literally a Southall, the E30 type dub plate geezer.
Dub plate. All
Yes,
you guys
yeah.
do is just pop your heads and...
Literally.
Yeah, nah.
So yeah, that got me into... That gave me like my music taste, which is old school Punjabi music, or even like hip hop, the old school hip hop, and yeah, obviously dub plates.
Oh, okay. Do you know what it is? Like, there's several questions to ask you, but there's certain questions that I want to keep because I don't want to ask you everything, because I want to bring you back on in the next next year or so and redo an episode where we talk about the year. But one of the questions I want to ask you is, how do you balance gig life and personal life?
And uni life. Because you are a uni student as well.
I think right now it's starting to become one. Like my social life is my gig life, or yeah, like
So you just invite your friends like to your
literally,
night or whatever.
yeah. If I can get them in, I'll get them in. Sometimes it's hard if they make plans. Oh yeah, I got a gig that day. I can't do it. So there is a little bit of tension. But yeah.
So would you say there's certain times where obviously you can't go to family time and stuff like that?
Yeah.
What like, for me as a family person, it really makes a big difference in my life if I can't see family. What does it do to you? Are you used to it? Is it something that you just adapted?
Now I'm more used to it, but obviously when I was starting out, it would be like my granddad does like late shifts. So there'd be days I wouldn't see him for like a couple of days because he's obviously leaving the house at 3 a.m. and I'm just getting in or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a bit weird getting used to it, but yeah, I've adapted to it now.
So it'd be the same with you as well, wouldn't it, kid? Like,
Yeah, to be fair, like he does a mix of clubs and wedding side as well, right? I do mainly more wedding side, but I do club nights as well. And it is that like late finish, isn't it? Like where you finish at like past 2, 3 easily. Weddings you still finish by about 12. By the time you're home though, it's about the same time, and once you pack up and everything's done.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, but I think family time, and you'd probably agree, is probably needed.
Yeah,
most of the time
definitely.
as well. Especially, do you have any siblings?
I got one younger brother, so any like weeks off I have from gigs, it's it's important. Yeah.
He's quite talented as well. I've seen the videos on Instagram.
We need to get him on there as well.
Mr.
We'll do a family podcast.
That's
Get
it.
Dicks on as well.
Exactly. Get all three of them on it.
I've got one question, yeah. So like a lot of my friends and other people ask me the same question as well, yeah. Oh, you're a DJ, so you must listen to a lot of music, yeah. I don't personally listen to that much music, I'll be honest, yeah, because we're always playing it, right?
Yeah.
So then you like when you're in the car and that, sometimes I listen to a podcast or like, I will listen to music here and there, but I'm not really too fast for what's playing. But what about yourself? Is there like a specific genre you like to listen to, or like favorite sort of songs that you like to listen to? What's like if I'm in your car?
Doublets.
No, not all the time.
There you go,
not all the time. It's a lot more old school. Like new songs I rarely keep up to, and it's just like massive on TikTok or whatever. But yeah, it's a lot of old school songs. Like my favorite song is let's see if you know it. Go on, Rani Labane. Do you know it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite song. It's a True School album.
Yeah.
2005. Word is Born. That's my favorite album, my favorite song. So literally all my music is either like not even dub plates, it's like reggae music or old school hip hop or old school bhangra. That's literally.
You listen to your own mixes as well?
Do I listen to my mixes? No, I not to the ones I release. If I like, if you saw my files app, it's a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah,
that folder's nuts.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff.
It's never ending. It's just. He told me the other day, he goes, I'm going to scroll, just tell me when to stop. He stopped and I think it's probably a quarter down.
Just random ones.
Yeah, random one.
Actually, anything I make, I don't release it unless it's like I'm motivated to release something.
How do you feel motivated? What?
Like if I feel like, okay, so I haven't posted on SoundCloud in a while. Like I think my last mix was about 4 or 5 months ago maybe. And still, I was like, okay.
Wait for the Bunday to pump him, innit?
Pump him, full pump.
Yeah, you got to drop it in the comments if you want this guy to drop another mix. And he will think about it, yeah?
And
it'll be like the podcast exclusive.
Yeah, that's it. So,
yeah.
you talk about SoundCloud and stuff like that. Do you ever see yourself posting on stuff like Spotify or is SoundCloud your main platform?
Spotify would be his own music probably.
Yeah, so that is my goal for next year. So I think by the end of next year, I want to have released a single, like a debut single, yeah. So that's...
Which you probably answered my next question is, what's the next big step in your DJing career?
Yeah, that would be it. It would be to release a single, establish myself more as a producer and a DJ, even if like stepping back from weddings-ish, because they get a bit boring. Yeah, it's just a lot of the same stuff. Yeah.
Talk to me, club gigs. You do a lot of club gigs. It's a different game in DJing. Talk to me. Do you enjoy them? Do you prefer not to do them? Is it something that's there you're just doing because it's just a different experience?
I do enjoy them, but it does get a bit long. Like, I think they're normally about... It's like a wedding, 6 hours-ish.
Yeah.
I think with clubs, though, you get to be a lot more creative. Obviously, with weddings, you have, like, your... You know what works, and you have your certain, like, formula of songs or whatever. But, yeah, clubs, obviously, most of the people are drunk. They don't even know what's going on. Yeah. But, so you get to be a lot more creative and...
Yeah, do you know one thing I would mention about like club DJing and stuff? Yeah, is what I find is like when you're DJing in a club, do you not think it's slightly easier than doing like a private function? Because like everybody who's going to a club, I'm not saying like nothing against club DJs here, because I like DJing in clubs as well. But I'm saying as a DJ, do you not feel like sometimes like you're saying, because you can be more like free with what you play, right? There's not really, whereas like when you got like a wedding or like a private event, there's always like so many mixes of ages.
Yeah,
so there'll always be like an auntie or something that say, "Oh, I don't want this song. Like, why are you playing English songs? Play something else."
But the thing is,
whereas clubs, everybody's there. For like especially you, like you do like not all the time, but a lot of your nights are like you do the R&B bhangra or whatever like that.
Yes.
So people are coming there knowing what to expect, right?
Yeah, you could say so, but it's funny. Like obviously, you talk about people coming up to you and recommending songs, but you get that in clubs.
Yeah,
clubs is probably worse.
Yeah, because they're so drunk.
They just come up to you with their phone and just hold it.
No, that is true. That is 100% true. But I'm saying as a DJ, like I find it more like fun and easy to DJ in clubs. Because wedding, you actually have to like try. Like sometimes you get wedding crowds where like once you play the first track, everybody's up. But then sometimes you get wedding crowds where like
you gotta work
have
for
to do
it.
a lot of mic work, and that's still fun, but you got to put a lot more effort into it.
It's more of a job if you're doing a wedding.
What have I got to
club
play
is
here?
more free.
Like whereas clubs, everybody's going there to have fun.
You could say that, but
and they all know. Like most of the time, the club, like when you go to a club, you know who the DJ is gonna be. Whereas like when you turn up to a wedding, you don't know like Arjxn's gonna be there, Kivraj gonna be there, whoever's gonna be there. You don't know it. It's just whoever they book.
No, it's true, because even like, to be honest, like clubs, it's once everyone's up, they're up. That dance, that area where people
It doesn't stop.
There's
It
not
doesn't
really
stop.
anywhere to just
They
sit,
won't go.
you know?
Whereas weddings, it gets like that. If the music's shit,
They're just going to sit on the
They'll
table,
go.
go to
Yeah.
the bar or something. Innit?
It's hard to
Yeah.
get them back up.
Yeah.
and obviously, which goes on to the next part of it is, how difficult is it to get, taking it back to the wedding side of it, how difficult is it to get people up? Obviously, I'm a photographer and videographer, so I do see like the start of it to the end of it.
Yeah.
And I do look at DJs
Until
struggling.
11 p.m.
Yeah.
Before they leave.
11,
Then he
sometimes
leaves.
12, at least push it to 12.
Yeah.
But yeah, how hard is it? Because obviously your mic game has to be good to get people
Yeah.
up.
Obviously, right now I've got Mr. Umbi on the mic, so he's obviously he's been in the game for years, so he knows what he's doing. Kivraj knows every card is different,
Yeah.
so obviously you
Shout
might
out
have
Umbi.
shout out Umbi
Yeah,
Dilly,
yeah.
yeah. So you might have a really tough crowd. They just sit down the whole time, or they'll get up for the first dance and they'll sit back down. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough, but you just gotta do it.
So how did you build your confidence on the mic?
I still think my confidence only probably came this year.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't be on the mic, or if I had to, it would be like a shy announcement.
Yeah.
But now I'm a bit more confident on it. It was just watching other people do it. Like, yeah, I can actually do it.
Yeah, but look at yourself in the mirror.
No, I don't do
One,
that.
2, 3.
I do it in the
hands
car
up.
though. I do it in the car, just
He
like.
did it when checking the mic today.
Oh, yeah, that's true, to guys. That's true. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I think confidence in DJing. I think Kivi, you would agree as well. You have to have confidence, otherwise, I think more like everything will just take over. If you don't have confidence, you'll lack on the music you're gonna play. Lack on, I think, like I say, getting the crowd up, and that's the most important thing. You know, people
Yeah.
look you for you. So it would.
You know what I'll say
struggle.
about the mic stuff? Yeah, he's right. Like with Umbi and that, like obviously because Dilly's my brother-in-law, so I spent a lot of time with them as well. And like once you see like these people who've been in the industry for so long on the mic and stuff, you just learn from them, innit? You see like how
Yeah.
they kind of do it. For them, it's become second nature, right? Because they've done it for so long. Then you just kind of have to do the same sort of thing.
Yeah, literally. Sometimes I just make notes of what he says, or just like remember what to say, when to say it. I even ask him, just message him, what should I say for a cake cutting or some shit like that. Yeah.
I think it's talking, right? Sometimes you just have to pretend like you're just talking to the crowd. You're not actually making a mic. And I think, would you say that kind of just helps a bit as well to take your mind off, oh shoot, like there's so many people here. I've got to make
Yeah,
the
but
announcement like
you
this.
still have to be like a bit assertive, tell them what to do kind of thing,
Yeah.
innit? Like sitting down for starters, like the way Umbi does it is just mental.
Natural,
I could
yeah,
never do that.
natural.
Or I'd learn to do it, but yeah, I couldn't do that.
Okay, so going back to your, my question on your next big step in your DJing career, you're talking about coming out with a single. How's that going? So what are the steps? Well, I'm not going to ask you the steps. 'Cause
What's
that's-
the process,
Yeah, what's the
basically?
process of making your own single?
It depends. My original plan was to release one this year, but obviously it just got a bit delayed and sidetracked with other things. But yeah, it depends. Normally, if you obviously want to work with someone for India, for example, which is my original plan, you'd obviously pay the lyricist for a vocal. Then you own the rights to the vocal and the lyrics, so then you can produce on top of it, release it as your own. But then there's the other side where you want to work with someone and create something original, which you can also do, which I'm probably going to try to do for next year. Work from someone from the UK and just make a song.
And how do you find these people? Like obviously you're gonna look for a singer.
Yeah,
stuff like that,
it's
right?
hit or miss. You can just DM them. Hello, you're like, you're down to do a song. Just say yes, great, and just do it. Yeah, that's actually it.
It's interesting. I think it's just a different ball game. I think coming out with your singles and then DJing as well. I think
Yeah, it's totally different
it is different.
because you got to make something from scratch.
Yeah.
Producing's a whole nother side to the DJing. It's
Yeah.
probably harder.
So going back to obviously you becoming a DJ, going on and bringing it into what you studied in uni. Talk to me. Is DJing something you'd probably do forever?
Well, I think there will be a time where obviously I'm older and there's new kids coming up,
100%.
like in my stage right now. Then I'd probably take a step back a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think producing you can never really but you can never really lose your mark. I don't even know.
Your style as well.
Yeah,
I think,
your
right?
style of producing. Obviously, if you're a producer, you can Like there's just like 50-year-old producers out there. They're still doing what they do. They love what they do. So yeah, I think music-wise, I'd love to do it. It's my passion, so I'll do it for as long as I can.
Okay.
So now, next one we'll ask you is obviously we DJ together for 5 days in a row.
The proms.
At Riverside.
Riverside.
He's got so many stories about that.
He's very
a lot of
experienced at
stories.
Riverside, isn't he? So basically, we did like proms, basically, right? So was it your first time doing proms?
Yes. No, I did my own prom last year, but this is my first time doing proms.
So I'd done a few, like, same sort of thing the year before, whatever. So then this time we were going to do it together, right? So obviously we have some funny stories we can tell from there, right? So we'll take it away.
Oh, that was a long week. Yeah, it was 5 back-to-back. I think the first prom we did, one of the extensions conked out and the speakers just stopped for like a good 5 minutes. And then I'm just DJ. We had a monitor.
And by the way, this system is like, okay, if anybody's been to Riverside downstairs, it's not a very big hall, right? But like his Umbidili, these guys, they put in a full line array system for like.
That week was nuts because even
you came as well. Yeah,
I remember coming, and you can bloody hear your set downstairs, upstairs.
It was
thumping it
because we weren't gonna obviously move it out.
So I think there was a power issue or something like at the venue or something, or like one of the sockets had an issue or whatever, and it kind of switched off. But we had, for some reason, we had two monitors,
little 12-inch monitor, with just one top.
But then do you remember? So it cut off, and that. So then we turned that around, and we had another 12-inch.
Yeah, we had to connect that,
and we connected that in. So for like.
So I'm just DJing, and then Bav and Kivraj are running around trying to find another speaker.
How are we gonna sort it out?
But then the kids did not notice one thing. They still having a time of their life.
Yeah, these proms, like, you know what? These proms are a bit like, it's like a junior version of clubs. Yeah. They don't care what you play.
They just want to have a good time.
Jump.
Yeah, they've never really experienced that side, like clubbing.
Yeah.
So a prom would be their side, like you said, clubbing.
Literally, it's
they're all together on a flipping dance floor.
See, like this speaker was like, they were louder than the speaker. They were just singing on top of it. They still having a good time. As soon as the speakers came back on, like, oh, they're just cheering.
You know what they do? Yeah. So like. They've just come into the hall, so obviously you gotta have your food and everything first, They're coming up to us, they're like, when are you gonna start playing like dancey music? Like, bro, you just walked in, and they were literally like, how long now? How long? And we're like, relax, innit? Like, this is how everybody should be. Everybody's ready to dance, right? And then
they have like all their awards. They have it's a long day, but they finish at 11 o'clock, which is the best. They're home before 12.
Same time I finished, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But Giza, I've got a story about you as well.
Go on.
You standing on flight cases? What's that about?
I don't know. I think that's
what's that about?
It was a bit edited picture or something.
Oh, is it? Is it?
Well, we actually taped them together.
So you had two there?
No, there were small ones. We had to double them up.
It's because the thing is the booth is quite.
Kiwi, let's.
No, you don't need to do this. But we're
how tall are you?
I don't know.
Oh.
We're cutting this out.
No, but prom. There's so many things. You know, there's I mean, was there any alcohol at the proms? Because they're all overage.
They're not allowed, but. There was a couple of kids that came out to us. Oh yeah, we'll give you £100 if you sneak a bottle in. Or something.
No, he's not saying it right. Yeah, they started. Right,
oh no, they like a bidding.
Yeah, it was like a bidding war. Yeah, they came to us and they're like 5 sings. Yeah, they come and they're like, Giza, like we got a car outside. Yeah, can you go get the booze in for us? Like they've got it in the car. Yeah, I think they said it to Arjxn first. Yeah, and then I went next to him. Yeah, and then they were like, no. We're like, obviously we're not going to supply alcohol to kids.
We weren't going to do it, but we egged it on a little bit.
But then we were like, nah. And then he's like, bro, I'll give you 50 quid, bro. Like 50 quid in it. And then
it's like, oh.
And then the guy was like, bro, no bullshit. We'll give you £100, yeah, and just sort us out. And we were like, of course we're not going to do it.
£100, man.
But they still managed to get it somehow. Like they went outside and they sorted it. But we're obviously not gonna. We're very responsible DJs.
Yes,
so
we wouldn't do that. We did not do it.
Never
so talking about proms, obviously, DJing at proms would be a real different game. It's not like a club. It's not like a wedding. You're DJing to kids between 16 to what, 20?
Not even, it's 18.
18. So what type of music do you play?
I think we had a set. Like we played the same songs every week.
More or less
all 5 days. Obviously we switched it up, but it was a majority of the same songs. They just like their little bait TikTok songs and that's it.
TikTok songs, grime, like all the UK stuff in it, even US stuff as well.
So they liked a lot of Bhangra, to be honest. Like
most of the schools we did were like predominantly Asian area schools, right?
Okay.
So then they would always want Punjabi or Bollywood.
Yeah.
Just play.
I left the Bollywood to Kivraj.
Yeah, you love that part.
That's the pros of being an all-round DJ.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
But no, would you say that was probably the longest week of your year, or have you had longer? I mean, let's put wedding season into it as well.
I think bank holidays were a bit long this year as well. We did what did we do? Nottinghamshire. That was a long one. And then I had a brunch in Leicester to do, and then I had to go back to Nottingham and then drive like 3 hours back home. That was a long week. But proms, they were all right because you finished at 11.
Yeah.
But it was like you had to do it again the next day.
Very repetitive.
Yeah. I think I had to go to Kivraj's house and pick his clothes up or something as well.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I remember. Why?
Dilly just calls me. Oh yeah, can you pick his clothes up? I was like, yes. Yeah,
Dilly. Yeah. So Dilly's my brother-in-law. Yeah. And
Okay.
obviously he's with them, right? So I think we had a prom or something. Yeah. He was like, he just messaged me the day. He's like, Kiwi, should we go Topgolf?
Oh yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'm down. Yeah, so he was like, no, don't worry, we'll get to Riverside a little bit late, but Arjxn's there anyway. So then we realized that we played Topgolf far too long.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, shit, I've got to go get home, change, and then go. He was like, don't worry. So he goes, Arjxn picked up my clothes from my dad and everything and met me at Riverside. I got changed at Riverside.
Wow.
And then we did
I mean,
We practically lived there for a week.
Yeah,
basically, you go into that. What favorite venue you've DJed?
I mean, it's always been Riverside.
Is
Riverside, you can't go wrong. Man.
To be fair, the food is banging.
The food is.
I'll give you that.
I mean,
Boom.
you get better food everywhere else, right?
Yeah, but like,
No, but
it's
you know,
like
with
a
Riverside,
locust.
you know that it's gonna be like good in it. Like whereas other venues, it's like who's
It's
the
hit or
caterer?
miss or-
Ooh,
yeah.
like you never know in it. Whereas Riverside, it's the in-house caterers.
It's
You know
always
it's
good.
gonna bang.
It's never.
Yeah.
It's never been
It's
bad.
consistently good.
So obviously, Arjxn, we've spoken about it before. Your hand.
Yes.
Talk to us, if you don't mind.
It's alright. I've got a condition called lymphedema, which is the simplest way I can put it is my lymph nodes were damaged when I was born. That was it. And so my arm can't drain like fluid, water properly. Water retention. That's literally it. So yeah.
I mean, clearly doesn't affect your DJing.
No, but obviously I had
Does it make it
to.
harder to DJ?
There was a point when I had I think it was my third surgery. I lost my feeling in my hand for like a couple months. So I obviously couldn't DJ. I tried to produce, but yeah, it was slow. But yeah, just had to learn it again, really. That was it. Just like even when I was learning scratching, it was after my surgery. So YouTube, how to scratch, and that was it. Started learning it.
So would you? Obviously, I'm gonna say it from my view. You are probably one of the best DJs I've seen live. Do you get a lot of people that ask you about it? How do you take it?
Nearly every gig, there's at least one person that comes up. It's to the point where I start answering before they ask the question. Like I have to like set response. Like, how did I was born? Yeah, it's water retention. Yeah, that's it.
So do you wear that armband all the time?
Yeah. Since I was, I think about 3 years old, so I always got to wear it. Yeah, if I don't wear it for like 2 hours, it will just swell up. That's it.
So is it painful?
No.
You've gotten used to it.
Yeah, literally. Just got to learn. Just had to learn how to do everything with it.
Yeah. And obviously you've learnt DJing with that, so you've never really DJed without the actual hand condition. So you've always had it.
Always had it.
Never actually played without your band.
No.
So obviously as a scratcher, like obviously you scratch quite a lot. You're known for scratching. I mean, it's a skill, right?
Yeah. Obviously, I used to be right-handed because obviously it didn't develop till I was about 3 or 4. Then obviously I had to go physio to learn how to be left-handed. So scratching was hard at the start because like my hand-eye coordination was a bit off. Like
Probably felt a bit forced.
Yeah. Out for 6, so
Yeah.
I had to just learn how to do it, and slowly after like practicing it came.
Pretty cool. I mean, it's something that's unique to you.
Yeah, literally.
Hence why I wanted to ask you, because I can get 100 different DJs on this, and that will be unique to you.
Yeah.
Obviously, some people mentally would take it as a different stage. Like, if you keep getting questions about it, sometimes it will mess with your head, and it's good that it hasn't messed with your head.
Yeah.
You've used it to an advantage, to be honest, is how I see it. But it's pretty interesting. But let's change the topic. I think we've got a game for you.
Oh yes.
Yeah. It's a blind ranking, right? So just like
It's gonna do me over.
no, don't worry. But yeah, so basically to explain what the blind ranking is, like we'll give him a topic and then we'll give you 5 like different like things that are about that topic.
Yeah.
But we'll give it to you like one after the other and you have to order it 1 to 5. But you don't know what's coming next, obviously, right?
Okay.
Yeah? So the first topic we're gonna do is singers. So they're all Punjabi singers because I'm just a big Punjabi fan probably. So the first artist out of the 5 is Diljit Dosanjh.
Okay.
We'll put him 1 to 5. Just remember what he says, yeah?
I'll put him 3.
3, okay, cool.
Because I don't know what's coming next, so I've got to play it
Yeah,
safe.
see, that's he's playing it clever.
Clever.
I played it safe.
Okay,
Clever.
number 2 is AP Dylan.
Okay. I'm going to put 5.
Ooh, that's a bit controversial, you know?
Ooh.
I don't really listen to him, so...
Oh, you don't?
A lot of the club scene that
Yeah,
they're gonna
it's
be
AP,
like,
man.
oh.
It's AP.
Okay. Number 3 is Karan Aujla.
Okay, I'm putting 2.
2, yeah?
Because I don't know what's going to be. God,
Yeah.
there's 2 more now, yeah?
Number 4, Miss Pooja.
Okay. Oh, God. 4.
Okay, so whoever this
This is number 1. It better be someone good.
Okay, I was gonna try.
No, don't switch it.
But I'll leave it to what it was. JK.
Number 1. That
Happy?
is... I'm happy with that.
All right, go. Let's flip it. If you were to reorder that, how would you reorder that?
The same artist. So you got Diljit, AP Dylan, Miss Pooja, Karan Aujla, JK. So JK's first because you're happy.
Yeah,
with
so JK is probably one of my favorite singers.
that. Number 2.
Number 2, I'd probably put still Karan Aujla. Probably I'd probably do Karan Aujla, Miss Pooja, Diljit Dosanjh, and then AP at the end.
Okay, so
Wow.
you just
AP's not
hates
moving.
AP Dylan.
AP's not moving.
Yeah, flip it out.
Alright, next topic. So we've got 2 more topics in this blind ranking.
Yes.
The next one is the most important part of a wedding reception. Obviously, because you're a DJ. So it's
Okay.
pretty nice for wedding reception. So the first one is the bar.
2.
2. Yeah. I'm guessing you don't drink. No, I'm joking.
No, it's just good when the
yeah.
guests get a bit drunk and then they just dance to
Yeah,
it.
it's easier to get them to get on the dance, right?
Yeah.
Okay, number 2 is the venue.
I'd probably say 3.
3, yeah.
Like it's
quite
still important, but yeah,
Okay. Then the third one is food.
I think that's the top. That's number 1. I think.
The fourth one is door players.
So what have I done now? I've done 1, 2, and 3, innit?
Yeah, you don't want to.
Okay, I'll put it 4. Oh.
Okay, so
It's gonna be something. It's gonna be a DJ or something.
the last one is music/DJ.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, yeah, I've been
fine.
done over there,
But
but
there you go, guys. You know why? You know
I
what
did
happens.
think when you put bar 2, I thought that's
Yeah.
a good.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta
okay. If
say
I wanted to
food.
reorder it, I'd probably put music number 1,
Yeah. Food second, probably.
food second, venue third. I'll still put door players 4, and what was the last one? The bar.
Yeah, bar.
Yeah, I'll just put the bar 5th. Why not?
Some tour players will be feeling a bit disrespected.
Yeah, very disrespected. Just a quick one before we move on to the next last question of the quick fire. Venues, sound limiters.
Oh, hate him. I think I did a gig in, I think it's Northbrook Park.
Northbrook
They've
Park,
got
Royal
a
Park.
filthy sound limiter.
Yeah.
It's like you can't even.
2 top job. It's the 2
Yes,
top.
yes. You can pump her one top and it will still cut out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
very
it
sad.
was
Do you know
bad.
it's
It
one
must
of
be annoying. I mean,
You can't even like. You're a bit restricted. You're just staring at the sound limiter the whole time.
It's one of them ones where you know when the crowd make a bit of noise, you're like,
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's a funny
And then
story.
when the sound cuts, everyone's looking at us like, what's
But
going
they
on?
think it's
Yeah,
DJ's
literally, we
fault,
did a
right?
gig, Northbrook Park, and they had a door player for an entrance. He hit it one time, the sound cut, everything dead, and they couldn't get out for like 10 minutes. So yeah, that was probably a funny
I
story.
think probably should be one of the worst things as
Yeah,
a
because
DJ.
obviously
Don't
the
get me
guests
wrong,
don't really know what's going on. You have to like explain it to them.
Yeah.
And there's no mic, so you just got to shout. Oh,
But
yeah.
don't get me wrong, like, even these venues, I'm sure the same as with Arjxn as well, like where they have limiters, obviously it's a bit of a annoyance to us, but we'll still do the job.
Yeah.
Like I'm speaking for myself, but obviously same with Arjxn. We'll still get the job done, have the dance floor pumping. There just could be a few moments where like the sound limiter does cut, so
Yeah.
then you gotta have to quickly get it back on, and
Yeah.
then get them back up
Would you
again.
say it's
so-
probably one of the most stressful times?
Yeah, it's probably like the biggest inconvenience you could probably have.
Yeah.
I think one of the gigs we done together, I think it was Radisson or something. I had one. I just see you staring at the ceiling the whole time.
Because literally, when you're mixing, even when you're miking sometimes, because when you mic, I know people like, like you have to kind of almost like shout because you want to give that energy, right? Because you can't just be like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, dance now. Like, it's not going to work. And you have to be like, you have to put a bit of effort into it.
Show us a bit of effort.
No,
Go on.
I'll leave that.
Go on.
Go on.
Ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, you have to give that, right? So if you're doing that, then you also have to look at them and say, oh shit, is my voice going to cut it off, right? And then, so
you guys, I see, like, when I'm always videoing, so you always, it's either behind you or sometimes they do put it in front.
Sometimes they put it in places you can't even see.
Like on the floor or something. Like, you're like,
and guests are probably looking like, why is this guy DJing like this? He's DJing like, what's going on?
It's probably the worst, especially if it's like a really bad, sensitive one. Then,
Like, if you're gonna put a sound limiter, this is a note to all venues. If you're gonna put a sound limiter, put it like in a place where the DJ can easily see it.
Yes.
Like right opposite where this was set up or something.
You gotta listen to them.
Pro tip. That is a pro tip. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So we're gonna move on to the last blind ranking category. It's nothing to do with weddings.
Okay.
But we know you like cars. Harmeet's into cars as well, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we really love cars.
Classics.
Classics. Yeah. So we're gonna go for car brands. Yeah. So you got from 1 to 5.
Okay.
So the first one is Volkswagen. VW.
I'll probably put it at 2 because I have one.
I was gonna say he's got one here. So the second one, this is Harmeet's choice, a smart car.
Oh, I'll put it at 5.
5.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Number 3.
It's like one seat. What are you gonna do with that?
Nah, smart car. No, you can't knock a smart car.
It'll get in any gap.
It'll get exactly. Think about parking, bro. When
That's
you're doing
true,
these, when you're doing these club gigs in like some
Parking in central London.
Could you fit 2 tops?
Didn't he used to have a smart car?
I think Apollo does it. He's got a smart car and he
Yeah,
fits
he
like
goes
2 tops in like.
There you go. It does the job.
I don't know how he does
Don't
it, but-
disrespect the smart car.
There you go. It gets you the strap on top.
Yeah.
There you go. It's simple.
India style, bro. All right, 3. Number 3, Porsche.
I'll put it at 3.
Okay, 3. So which ones has he used? He's used 1.
I've used 2, 3, and 5.
Yeah. All right. The next one is cheeky Mercedes.
Oh. See, now I don't know if the next one's gonna be like BMW or something, or it's gonna be a Fiat. So.
It's the risk you take.
Yes.
I've probably been nice to you.
Okay, I'll put it 1 then.
But you're gonna put Mercedes.
Yeah.
Okay. The last one is Fiat.
It's a Fiat 500.
It is Fiat.
Oh, Harmeet loves them.
Yeah.
Stop it. It's my sister's car, man. It's my sister's car.
So what place would that be now? What's the?
That's 4.
That's 4, yeah.
Alright, so if you had to real
I'll put probably VW at the top,
okay.
and then Mercedes, and then Porsche. Yeah.
Not a fan of Porsche?
Not really. I'm
Might
more of
Porsche
a
me.
Respect the Fiat. Put it 1.
I'm more of a
Should ask him what order
BMW.
he should be.
My order.
Go on. What is it?
My
Fiat
order.
first.
No.
Smart car
What,
too.
you want me to take the piss or do you want me to actually do it?
No,
actually,
do it.
these
Yeah, I'll probably
cars.
put Mercedes first.
Yeah.
Then I'll put
Porsche.
Porsche, yeah. Because obviously can't say no to a Porsche.
Yeah.
Put what's the next 3?
VW smart car. Fiat.
VW.
You still put your Fiat
Yeah,
down
I'll
at the
put
bottom.
Smart, and then I'll put a VW, Fiat.
Fiat
The Fiat's last.
Bro.
Then you drive one.
Oh my
Harmeet's sister, if you're listening to this,
Guys,
Don't let him drive your car.
the Fiat is the worst car you could drive. I'm being serious with you.
It's a nippy though. Like,
Yeah.
it gets about.
Bruv, that thing, it fits in any gap. But it's the worst car to drive up and down the country. Guys, look.
Yeah, you
Bro.
probably clocked some miles on that car.
You know what? It probably why you're saying this is because generically, like when you say Fiat 500. By the way, it's a Fiat 500 that you
Keep saying it. Keep saying it. Keep saying it.
Fiat 500, just to double
The
check.
thing is, that like it's like a teenage girl's dream car, isn't it?
My mum had one of them before.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro, it's
So,
just like
Well, let's get the flight cases out. Yeah.
See, look, this is the
that can't get cut out.
Let's get those out.
yeah.
What are you sitting on a pillow?
So now we'll finish the podcast. Yeah.
I think we do after mocking all the Fiat.
I know, right?
Bloody hell.
Don't worry, we love Fiats. Advice.
Fiat. Give him one.
Give him one.
Give him one.
I'm gonna have every teenage
Sponsor.
girl come at me now. All right, so we're gonna finish the podcast with a bit of advice that you give to other DJs. I know you're still quite a young man yourself.
Yes.
I don't want to hear,
Like us
oh,
too
I'm
as well.
young,
Yeah,
I'm young.
exactly.
I ain't got much to say, but it would be just take your time and just because I don't think I started putting out mixes till about a year or year and a half after I started learning. But then obviously you see the TikTok DJs now; it's a whole other.
No, but to be fair, now you see DJs who are like 13 years old and they're
they're good. They're sick.
They're actually very
There are some
good.
really sick DJs out there.
13, 14-year-old DJs and they're posting mixes and then you look at their bio and it says 13 years old.
I was like,
how are they doing like
I got
studio
7
productions when they're 13?
No, the way it is, talent comes with passion, right?
Yeah.
If you have passion for anything you want to do, no matter how young you are, you
There's no age to it, I think. Now, Like, do you know, like, even like my nephew who's like 3 years old, like this is off topic, but like the generations are changing, yeah, like the kids are becoming so smart with technology, innit? So everything with music and DJs is to do with technology. If you're good with technology and you know your music, it'll be easy for you to kind of get into the game, right?
It's true. And you have to say, right, you have to have passion, right?
Yeah. Without it, then you won't really enjoy it.
Yeah, and
if you have a passion for it, it's probably best to stick with it and just.
Yeah, I mean, it is a stupid question to ask, but you obviously enjoy what you do.
I do, yes.
Okay. No,
sometimes it gets a bit long, but yeah. At the end of the day,
I mean, that's obviously it comes with anything, right?
Yeah, even like when you watch your videos after and you feel proud of yourself, really, innit?
But that's one of the best parts of the like being a DJ. That afterwards, like if you've done a club night for say or whatever, and it's packed, and then after you go on Instagram, and,
you're smiling.
Like, shit, this looks sick.
Do you have a favorite gig that you've done?
What, like wedding?
All time, anything?
It's probably a wedding, to be fair. Like favorite gig of all time. I done a few destination weddings. They were quite fun. In recent times, I'd say I did this party with Elite Drummers. It was like so they had a really big house, so it was a reception in Marquee. And the crowd was sick. Like she was sending, so the bride before she was sending me like all these clips of like Boiler Room Southall and like stuff like this, And she was like, "This is the vibe I want, yeah." So I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be."
You need to book Arjxn, mate.
Why So I was like, "This is gonna be sick, yeah." And like when I got there, all the crowd was of like similar sort of age, and they're all between like 20 to about 40. So it's that kind of crowd generation, yeah. And I could play anything: Bollywood, Punjabi, English. We went through so much garage and all that, and it was just a sick night. And I remember like it got to 12. That was when it's supposed to finish, and then the bride came and she was like, "How much extra can we just go to like 1:30?" And I was like, "Yeah." We sorted it out, and then we went to like 1:30, and then we only stopped because like the neighbors and that were like, "It's 1:30. It's a house party, you know, like a massive marquee and everything." But that was sick. That was only in August. But what about yourself?
Oh.
Put the question on me.
That's not hobby first.
Sorry. Was there a question for both of us?
Yeah, go for it. What's your favourite gig you've done?
Favourite gig?
Giving yourself time to think.
Yeah.
I'd probably say it was a job that I done last year. We were there for 3 days. Actually, could I use a destination one?
Yeah.
I'd say Kenya this year. It was probably the highlight of my year. To start the year off back, I'd say at home. Yeah. From Nairobi to Tanzania to Arusha, then back to Nairobi. I think it was probably the all-time in one hotel, trademark. Everything was just there. Yeah. Families, just everything about that was it just felt so homely. But yeah, I'd say the destination Kenya job. So I'd probably want another one soon. So anyone in Kenya get married,
hit him up.
Book us.
I say it's every podcast, but your wedding's gonna be.
Your wedding is gonna be in Kenya.
Every podcast.
We're all waiting for the call.
Do you know what it is? It's Kenya's just like, I don't know what it is. I just feel it's home.
Yeah, I like going to Kenya.
Yeah, I mean you're Kenyan background as well, so you'd understand like it's that homely vibe.
Yeah, even our studio audience, some of them.
Yeah, exactly. From Kenya, so I think it's just it's how I say good vibes. But yeah, go on all-time gig.
Oh,
finish off.
Don't include Riverside, yeah.
Yeah, no Riverside.
No Riverside gigs.
It'll probably be a set that I've done. Yeah.
Damn, we haven't even spoken about Giovanni, man. Oh my god.
I did the first Giovanni I did back in May, I think. That was probably my favourite set. Obviously, Harvey's been to most of them, so he knows what it's like.
It's nuts. Have you ever been?
It is something else.
No, I haven't, but I've seen the videos though.
It's like a whole other community. Yeah. I didn't even know it existed till I did that gig. Yeah. I was like, wow, this is like really sick.
Well, we got one on the 9th.
We do.
That should be full pump.
It's finishing at 6 a.m.
6, bro. I'm there from 11 till 6. I'll be real with you. I'm not going to sleep that night. I'll probably be going home, sitting on the sofa, my head still popping like this, bro. Still going, but I think. Yeah,
it's always
that's what I do after going in Arjxn's car for 20 minutes.
Oh, go home let's not talk about your car. Your car's nuts. Bro, I sat in the back. Next minute he starts the song And I'm just like, what the hell's going on here, bro? I don't
Everybody
even know how
does
you
it,
drive.
man.
How the hell do you drive like that?
For everybody does it, I got a subwoofer in my car. It's my dad's, so.
But yeah, no, we forgot to speak about Giovanni, but we can probably end it on it. Like, what's DJing at Giovanni like?
It's probably the most creative I've been during a set. Because obviously, like, leading up to it, you're just making bare edits and, like, ideas of what you can do. So the last one I done was about 2-3 weeks ago, and that was so sick. Yeah. Obviously, I had Mr. MC Rax, who's just, he's unreal.
He's another
I don't know how he does it.
We will get him on as a podcast because there is so much to talk about with him, so much. I mean,
he's been in the industry for
so long.
Ages.
Probably longer than we've lived.
Yeah.
So it will definitely get him on. But guys, that's probably going to be the end of this podcast. I want to say a massive thank you to Arjxn.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on. Guys, as I say at the end of every podcast, if there's any guests you'd like us to bring on, please do let us know. Any, obviously, recommendations with stuff you want to see and stuff you want to watch and hear, I think it's something the guests should let us know with.
Let us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments. And yeah, guys, it's Harmeet, and this is
DJ Kivraj.
And we're out.